Chapter 29, Rising Conflict. Translator, Doubleder, Henyi. Chapter 29, Rising Conflict. Dr. Mo's face showed no emotion. His eyes were half open and half closed while his hand was wrapped firmly around Han Li's wrist. His attention was completely concentrated on the true qi within Han Li's body. He remained silent for quite some time. After the time it takes to make a cup of tea, Dr. Mo let out a deep breath, as if he were releasing all the vexation from his mind, and opened his eyes. A vigorous brilliance shot from his cloudy eyes, rendering any man incapable of facing him. His expression was somber. It was very obvious to Han Li that he was dissatisfied, but Dr. Mo did not release harsh words of criticism. He swung his arms indifferently, showing Han Li that he was about to leave. Han Li perceptibly followed close behind him. Although he was very curious about the mysterious man at his side, Han Li knew it was not the time to inquire as he wished. After he entered the room, Dr. Mo somewhat tiredly sat in the armchair and leaned back into it, half sitting, half reclining. The vigorous brilliance had already scattered, revealing his old sickly self. The mysterious man had followed closely from the beginning. When Dr. Mo sat down, he stood behind Dr. Mo's chair, his back upright and motionless. Han Li knew that Dr. Mo was currently dissatisfied, but he was unwilling to open his mouth and stir Dr. Mo's foul mood up. Mimicking the mysterious man, he walked to the middle of the room and lowered his head toward Dr. Mo, staying tactfully still. He waited for Dr. Mo to start his questioning. For a long time, nobody spoke. Han Li was somewhat baffled and lost his patience. He thought quietly about raising his head and stealing a glance at Dr. Mo. If you want to look, look. Why would you possibly want to be sneaky? Just as he raised his head halfway up, Dr. Mo's cold, strict voice traveled over. Han Li was startled for a second, and then he obediently raised his head. His gaze circled around Dr. Mo's face and immediately withdrew from it. Han Li's face had an unusual expression. His heart sunk as if he were in a perilous situation, constantly rolling around in his chest. How did Dr. Mo's face suddenly become so strange? On his gray, withered face, there was a faint layer of black qi. It was as if the black qi had life, extending an innumerable amount of tiny tentacles and scurrying threateningly across his face. This caused Han Li to be even more fearful. Dr. Mo had replaced his former, everyday, rigid expression with an expression of fierce resolution. He was watching Han Li attentively with a truly malicious gaze. The corner of his mouth revealed a slight mocking sneer. Han Li felt the situation wasn't favorable towards him. A somewhat restless mood spiraled in his mind, while an ominous atmosphere began to spread freely in the room. He cautiously and vigilantly decided to retreat half a step. He withdrew a cylinder from his sleeve, causing his stressed mental state to relax a bit. At this moment, he suddenly heard Dr. Mo's soft mockery. A petty trick? You even dare to take it out and show it off? Dr. Mo's body moved. He stood from his half-reclined position with a strange momentum. Heh. With a smile, his body flickered towards Han Li's side as if he were a specter before giving a cold laugh. Han Li's expression greatly changed. He knew this turn of events was far from good and hastily lifted his arm. However, his entire body went numb, and he was incapable of moving a single step. It was only until this moment that he saw that Dr. Mo's finger leave the acupoint on his chest. Dr. Mo was truly too fast. To Han Li's surprise, he couldn't even perceive in the slightest when Dr. Mo had taken action. Venerable Senior Mo, what are you going to do? Has this disciple done something wrong? Sir has always talked without hesitating. Is there any need to press this disciple's acupoint? At this moment, Han Li was no longer capable of keeping his calm. He said this to Dr. Mo with a forced smile. Dr. Mo did not speak at all. He only hit his back a few times and lightly coughed. His appearance was much like a senile senior, too weak to resist the wind. Han Li had just seen Dr. Mo assume a decisive and violent appearance. How could Han Li possibly dare to regard him to be some common ill old man? Instead, Han Li attached Dr. Mo's artificial frailness with even more importance. Dr. Mo, what about your status? There is no need to lower yourself to this disciple's level. What disadvantage would you have from undoing this disciple's acupoint? This disciple will take responsibility and forget about this matter. Han Li had continued to spout many pleasant, flattering lines. However, Dr. Mo did not pay any attention to him and instead reached into Han Li's sleeve and removed the hidden cylinder. Then, he looked at Han Li with a gaze of mockery and contempt. Seeing this situation, Han Li's heart suddenly sank to its greatest depths. He originally had the intention of using speech to arouse sympathy from Dr. Mo, but his plan had completely failed. It appeared that Dr. Mo wouldn't give the slightest opportunity for Han Li to gain an advantage. Han Li gradually grew quiet. His face became eerily calm, and he looked back at Dr. Mo with a gaze lacking even the slightest amount of emotion. Suddenly, everything in the room had seemed to become entirely still. There was absolute silence, like the calm before a storm. Good, good, good! Dr. Mo had suddenly let out 3 goods. You are worthy of being a person that I, Mo Jiren, have taken notice of. So you can hold a straight face even at this moment, calm in your hour of peril. It seems the advantage I gained by pressing your acupoint was not in vain. Dr. Mo suddenly praised Han Li. Just how do you plan on dealing with me? Han Li didn't answer Dr. Mo's words and asked a question instead. Hey, how will I deal with you? Dr. Mo repeated Han Li's question, refusing to answer. How will I deal with you? It will depend on your own performance. What do you mean? Han Li wrinkled his brow, vaguely guessing a few of Dr. Mo's intentions. I won't say. Use your intelligence. You should be able to somewhat understand, right? I can only guess a bit, but I don't understand the exact specifics of your plan. Han Li did not deny it, stating it very bluntly. Very good. That is the correct way. You can ask me any questions. Don't keep them to yourself. Dr. Mo's face wore a sinister smile. The black chi on his face thickened into many layers, causing his appearance to become even more malevolent. I know you have always been guarded against me and did not truly see me as your master. But regardless, it does not matter. I also do not truly see you as my disciple. Dr. Mo said this with a slight snort.